So as you may know, Hogwarts Legacy has just released, so I decided to make it in Unreal Engine 5 in only a few hours. I guess we can call this the budget version. I have already done this before where I recreated Avatar in UE5, so it should be easier for me. The result ended up absolutely astonishing, so stick around till the end to see the final product. Alright, let's get started. So we need to have a nerdy character student for a character. So I jumped into Blender and started modeling one. Yeah, like if I was good at modeling. But the thing is that I didn't find really any cool wizards, so I had an idea. And as I was researching on the game, I found out that a lot of the characters, they wear a sort of suit from the 800s. I searched up cowboys and found one that was pretty decent looking. The only thing that I had to do to this character was basically change its head, because it doesn't really look like a 15-year-old student, I must say. So I went ahead and made a simple meta-human, which is the new photorealistic character creation tool from Epic Games. Don't worry about the beard, I will remove it later. And I just attached the head in Blender, exported it and dragged it into Mixamo to add some animations. I created a new Unreal Engine project and dragged it into the editor. I went ahead and replaced it into my precious Unreal default mannequin. Okay, let's place our student on here. Then I added some hair from the meta-human. So I added some animations that I picked up from Mixamo and made a quick blend space so that it would transition smoothly depending on the player's velocity. And there we go! Really cool. We can now walk around the scene and... Now there's a problem. The character doesn't have any eyes, and it will also look cooler and more magical if we added a sort of cape with cloth physics on him.
Good idea!
So let's go ahead and do all that. So I just added some spheres and applied a simple eye material, and then I found this really cool cape in Sketchfab, so I inputted it into UE5 and then applied some cloth painting layers, and there we go. Now we have a cooler looking character than before. Now we might need to adjust a bit the cape later on, as it's kinda going through the character, but for now it's great. So it was time to make some spells. So first of all, our character needs a wand. So let me just... there we go. And also a hat. Yeah. Then I grabbed this spell launch animation and made it play when you left click. What is happening? Great, so now we can shoot nothing. Awesome. So I then need to still make some spell particles. But how? Well, I made use of Unreal Engine's advanced particle and simulation system, Niagara, to create spell particles. So with a few seconds, I could click the download button and there we go. I already made some Niagara particle effects. And when I shoot, yeah. Alright, so I fixed the spawn position by creating a new socket, and there you go. It is looking pretty good, honestly, for now. I also changed a bit the placement of the camera, like in Howgwarts Legacy, so it's a bit closer and to the right. Alright, so now we can throw spells, but of course, we need to make an enemy. Like, come on, we need to throw this at someone. So I made a quick AI using behavior trees. Now the enemy will come towards me. I also made his hair blonde, so, you know, we can have some variety, but... oh no, he's coming! I added a hit reaction system to the enemy, so that when he receives an impact, he will play this animation and sound. And also, he will die. I also added more sound effects as spells and footsteps. And I went ahead and added more variations of the spell launch animation, so we have 3 different ones. Also, look at this really cool shot. Alright, so there's only one more thing left before we start with the environment and the map, and it is the flying broom. So I found this really cool broom model in Sketchfab, and then I started out by making the flying movement itself. It was pretty simple, just changing the pitch of the rotation of the character depending on where the camera is looking, and then disabling the gravity and stuff. Then I found this animation in Mixamo where later on I could transform it into be like riding a broom. And I went ahead and added a new socket and placed the broom in the according position to the animation. And by joining everything, you can see that already have a pretty decent looking flying broomstick system. Now there's a lot of things to touch, but hey, we got something. Alright, so we got some of the gameplay going. So it is time to start making the environment. So in Hogwarts Legacy we got many areas, from hallways inside the castle to dense forests and huge mountains. So I decided to make what I believe that are the most iconic levels. And I'm gonna make a library and a forest. So I will start out by the forest, and then later on we'll see if I have time to make the library. So I luckily had this cornfield environment in my Epic Games library, so I could use and later modify its demo level in order to save me time. The vegetation is built from these procedural spawners, which will contain multiple foliage assets and then spawn them procedurally depending on the rules. And then I started working on the hallway level. Yes, I changed it from my library into a hallway. I think it was a bit easier and faster to do, and it turned out to be great. So yeah, I started placing some walls from Quicksilver and stuff in a way from this reference image over here. And then later on I started adding some benches and some dust particles to, you know, bring it to life and adjust the light and stuff. And then I started adding some NPC students, like sitting in the benches and talking. And then with time we got to this point where it looks absolutely amazing. And then I started working on this cinematic where you will basically bump into this naughty student and then it will challenge you into the combat.
Are you the new student? Guess what? You got the brown territory here.
Alright, so I just have left to finish up a bit this combat scene and then tune in a bit the flying with the broom in the forest level. And for that I can join everything and we will have a wonderful mini Hogwarts Legacy budget version, I guess we can call, in Unreal Engine 5. And then with some time I could manage to improve a bit the combat feeling. Now of course it is nothing crazy, but I think it's pretty good for just this video. Alright, so fighting scene done in the hallway, so now let's tune in a bit the forest with the flying broom. So right now it feels pretty good. The only thing that I don't like is the transitioning from, you know, walking to the broom. So I continued in the forest and what I made was a race. You need to race to that boy. So basically I made a spline that basically I will place the NPC and it will follow the spline to that path and then you will need to chase him, okay? So I added a marker so, you know, you can see him through the trees and leaves and stuff. Alright, so let's see the result. Now remember that this is done in only a few hours as a challenge, so there are many things that could be improved. I had a lot of fun making this, so like and subscribe right now and follow me on all my socials as Twitter, Instagram, etc. Alright, so let's watch some magic.
Are you the new student? Guess what? You got the brown territory here. The other day you embarrassed me in front of the whole school, so I want to challenge you into a race. The first one to get to the north of the forest wins. Let's go.
And that's it guys, if you enjoyed the video I would massively appreciate if you could like the video and subscribe to my channel, and also follow me in all my socials. Join my Discord server and let me know what other videos you want to see. And now yes, with all that said, bye bye.